Greetings, citizens of the world. Black female Trump executive breaks silence and drops truth bomb. How come I have not seen this woman on CNN, MSNBC or any other MSM network to talk about the character of Donald J. Trump? It's almost as if the media does not care about the truth and only wants to push the narrative they come up with rather than what is actually happening, almost as if, ha. Via vertical bar, a sign of just how frightened the left is of someone is how vehemently they attack, slinging the terms racist or sexist at him or her. Donald Trump has inspired fear like no one else in some time. His willingness to call a spade, no, not a racist term, folks, look it up, and shatter the political correctness destroying our country is clearly striking a deep nerve with Americans. The political correctness Trump's exposing is, of course, also closely tied to the progressive left's own agenda to transform America, and so Trump's hitting a bit too close to home for many. One black woman who knows Trump and his family well has had enough. And she's come out to voice her own truth about the man who has been the target of so much vitriol this election cycle. Lynn Patton is the director of the Eric Trump Foundation and assistant to Eric Trump, Ivanka Trump and Donald Trump Jr. She says her YouTube video, in which she shares a letter she wrote about her own experiences with the Trump family, was done on her own, purposely without the involvement of Trump or his family. Western journalism. I can no longer remain silent about the repeated and reprehensible attempts to align my boss and his family with racist hate-mongering groups, campaigns and messaging, wrote Patton. To the skeptics who will undoubtedly claim that I am doing this at the behest of the Trump family or with the promise of reward, I deliberately chose not to seek their approval nor counsel in advance to this video for fear that there would be more concern for me and its potential viral ramifications than they would be for themselves and the fact that quite simply this is the right thing to do, said Patton, who posted the video on YouTube and has been flooded with comments on Twitter. The Trump family that I know is, without question, one of the most generous, compassionate and philanthropic families I've ever had the privilege of knowing and the honor to call friends, she said. They have been incredibly loyal to me and to the countless dedicated people they employ around the world, hiring more minority and female executives than any other company for which I've ever worked. Patton defended Trump's policies for a temporary ban on Muslims entering the U.S. and the construction of a wall with Mexico. To equate racism with my boss' call for a temporary moratorium on a flawed immigration system that radical Islamic terrorists continue to exploit, or the construction of an impassable wall to protect our borders from the influx of illegal drugs, is not only incendiary, it's wholly irresponsible and only serves to embolden the very hatred these draconian groups espouse, she wrote, later criticizing paid protesters who target Trump.